On to you, Aries. So you have the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Three of Swords. Then you have the Chariot, okay, the Two of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, the Justice, the World, King of Cups. Yeah, so a lot of Mars energy in this one. You're pulling from your opposite polarity, right? Part of it with the Justice, but the Chariot represents Mars, even though it's Cancer crabs, but it's Mars and Cancer. So for you, Aries, Seven of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so a lot of you Aries right around now, you're really in a position where I'm seeing how a lot of you Aries are pretty much vetting people before you really decide to really get to know them. Yeah, a lot of you Aries have been really listening to what I had to say. Yes, of course, but just in general, you've been living life and you've been really paying attention to how easy it is that people really do tend to switch up, and that people are so blinded by their own greed and gluttony to the point where they switch up so fast because their immediate gratification is what matters to them. So the Seven of Swords represents and this represents that greed, but the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles represents, and you've also been paying attention to how devoted people actually are to that type of stuff in the first place. They're devoted to their whimsical ideas, what it is that they want on the fly. And for you Aries, you really been paying attention to this, and you really understand, like, you know, if people are going to be weird like that, if people are going to be odd like that, you Aries pretty much have to be very careful and very watchful. You have to be very attentive to the quality of the people that you bring around you, because it's exactly like what Biggie Smalls said: more money, more problems. Because a lot of the times people will be drawn to you like bugs to water. You know, water attracts a lot of insect life, for all those people who don't know. But that's my point, though. How many people will come to you because they want to take something off of your plate, but they'll try to house it like this, Queen of Pentacles. They'll try to make it seem like they really care about you and that they're invested into you. But these people only showed up like 3 days ago, and they're already telling you this nonsense like they love you and they care about you and all this other type of stuff. And the Three of Swords, right? You were, pick this up, if you were and that all that did in the past for you when you trusted these people was really break your heart. Because at one point, like I said before, because you Aries a lot of you Aries are hopeless romantics. Although a lot of you won't write it in the comment section, a lot of you like that romance stuff, and that's not necessarily a problem per se, but it becomes a problem because people will use that romanticism against you, right? Because they told you things like they loved you. They told you things like, you know, you can count on them, you can trust them, and then at the end of the day, you really couldn't. So, and they end up breaking your heart. So now it's like the Chariot. There's this emphasis that a lot of you Aries have now, where a lot of you are going to try to make sure that people really have your best interest in mind, and they're not playing a game where they're trying to convince you that they really care about you just so that they can come around you and potentially monkey branch to another person on either side, and whatever team you play on, right? Monkey branch to another person, or like use you for some sort of money, or you know, some sort of attention or something like this, use you for whatever. And the Chariot, to go back to the Chariot real quick, it really is talking about how you're really going to ask these people about who they really are and find out more about them. The Two of Wands is about, because you realize that a lot of people mind other people's business. Yes, that's very true. A lot of people do mind other people's business. Yes, that is very much so true. A lot of people will be into your business so much to the point where people will go above and beyond to get in your business. So the thing about it is that the Queen of Cups now represents, and like I said, they'll try to make it seem like they care, or because they're obsessed, because they want to be the only ones moving on the earth, even though they're leeches. They don't provide anything that has value. They don't, give back. They don't contribute anything to society. All they're doing is having this mentality that, they were dealt a raw deal in life, and that they deserve to leech off of other people's plates instead of trying to create their own lane. But that's how a lot of people move, though. Sorry about that. It's tickling a little bit. So the thing about it is that the Justice now represents, so as a result of this, the Justice is about you pulling from your opposite polarity of Libra, which is about now you Libras now understanding what time it is with people, and you deciding to step away. So it's really a new mentality that a lot of you Aries have. Like, you're way more attentive to the things that you wasn't before. And I said this a few readings ago about how it is that you Aries are coming into your own, in the sense that you're not allowing people to play you. And everyone gets played, but at the same time, there are ways that can make it so difficult to where it ends up being a situation where you don't end up getting played, because you are aware of what exactly is going on. And the Justice is no different. The Justice represents, in this case, letting departing and letting people be dysfunctional, detaching yourselves and letting people be dysfunctional, letting people live that life, letting people experience what it is to not have you around, right? Because of the fact that that's fair. The idea that they treated you like trash, they were using you, which is still treating you like trash. So now a lot of you Aries are like, okay, fine, you'll leave them alone, no harm, no foul. And then the world, and then you would get back out there and begin to talk to other people again. King of Cups, and as well as controlling yourself, controlling your emotions. Very true. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Chariot. Hold on. Let's clarify the Chariot real quick. So yeah, so to clarify the Chariot, we have the Two of Wands, right? People are very much so all up in other people's business, even when you think that people are not. The Queen of Pentacles, because everybody's looking for the bigger, better deal. So many people are looking to scale up. Now they're doing it wrong, because the higher up the ladder they go economically, the more they actually lose bits and pieces of themselves, and the more they actually compromise themselves, and they lose their soul in the process. Thus the tree of life. But then you have the Chariot, right? So we got to draw some more cards. The Six of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. The Six of Pentacles, you're right, because you Aries are looking for people that pour into you and that actually give back. Because for what it is that you're bringing, you want people to give back without tripping out about it, without catching so many horrors, right? Temper tantrums, because they actually have to give back, which is what adults do. So anyway, but then you have the Seven of Cups. And if they start acting one way, if you Aries start to see that they're acting a certain kind of way, Seven of Cups, it's cool. You'll just replace them, right? And look for something or someone better. Because a lot of you Aries realize that you don't have to put up with it. And you're right, you don't. No one does. It's just that people put up with it because some people are spiritually, like you understand, like the most spiritually compromised people are people that will put up with whatever as long as the finances is coming. Because they don't care about their own personal health. They don't care about their own spiritual, metaphysical health. They care about the financial health. That's the top priority. So as long as the the financial abundance is coming in, they don't care. You Aries, just make sure to not allow yourselves to get compromised, because these people are on a one-way trip